Hello students, welcome back to the class. During the last class we have discussed about what are the important features of rights. In the last class we have discussed about rights are inherent in nature and rights are universal. Rights are inherent in nature in the sense very essential part. Rights are very essential for nature. Even the social contextualists also suggested that rights are very essential for nature, which are called as natural rights. And these rights should be given to the citizens. Whatever the rights which are given to the citizens which nobody can exploit, that rights are called natural rights. Right to live, right to freedom, right to lead a dignified life. This all rights comes under natural rights, and rights are universal. In the last class we have discussed that rights are universal. Universal means what? Which are quietly applicable from all the parts of the country. These rights are called as universal rights. Whenever the rights are applicable in all the parts, all the parts when the rights are applicable, so that's why rights are called as universal rights. So these rights are given to the citizens, and citizens should see that they should not get any type of injustice. So whatever the rights which are given to the citizen, that is called as universal rights. Universally, that is applicable to all. So these rights are universal rights. I'll go forward. So whenever the rights are given to all the people without having any discrimination, that rights are also called as universal rights. Now we are going for forward essential. Fourth point, right, vary and right precede the state. Now what is meant by these two things we will discuss forward. Fourth point, rights vary in the sense, if you see that rights are quite changes from time to time. Rights are mainly changes from time to time, and according to the needs of the people, rights will be changes. If you see the ancient time, whatever the rights were implemented, and in the modern time whatever the rights are implemented, differences you can find, because in the ancient time the needs are different. As per the needs the rights have, and the rights were formulated, but today if you see the modern needs are quite different. In the ancient time we have not given any rights to the women particularly, but now we are giving rights to the women. So rights are getting changed, rights are quite different from different country, and rights are getting changed according to the needs of the people. Rights are getting changed. Now rights will grow, rights are made changes because of times and condition. As per the time and as per the conditions, rights are getting changed. So every rights will be changed as per the times and as per the condition. According to the times and condition, the rights are getting changed. So this is the main thing. Rights are varying in the sense, in the time to time the rights are getting changed. We have been observed that in the olden days the rights were different, and in the modern days the rights were different. In the olden days we have given only few rights, but in the modern days we have given many rights. In olden days we have lot of restriction, but in the modern days we have given more. Restrictions were reduced and rights were given more. So as per the time, as soon as when the time changes, rights were also changes, rights also will change, and rights will and rights will grow, and the changes will be occurs in terms of times as well as condition. In terms of various times and conditions, we can find various changes will be occurs in the rights. This is one point. Rights precede the states. What is meant by rights precede the states? In the sense, rights came before in time. Anything which will come before in the time, that is called as precede. So many people believe that rights today only, in the modern age only, the rights were formulated. It is not like that. In the ancient time also rights were there, but difference is these rights were enjoyed by only few people. Few citizens are enjoying the rights in the ancient time, but in the modern time only the difference is whatever the rights which are enjoyed by the few citizens in the ancient time, that were given to all that were applicable to all the people. That rights has become the universal rights. So that is only the differences between the point. Children, in the ancient society we can find in India also, if you see, Brahmins were given more respect, Kshatriyas were given more respect, Vaishyas and Shudras were there, they were not respected position in the ancient time. But whatever the Brahmins and Kshatriyas which are enjoying, that rights were there in the ancient time. But difference is that rights were applicable to only few people. Not all the people were given that rights. But what is the present stage is whatever the rights which are enjoyed by few people, that was applicable to all the people. Similarly, if you see in France also, there was nearly 4 classes, first 3 classes, 3 estate. First estate, second estate, third estate. First 2 estates used to enjoy all the rights in France. Third estates will face many problems, they will not have any type of rights, okay, and they have to pay more tax. So, first 2 estates, whatever the rights are there, in the modern days what they have did, that rights were extended to third estates also. So, difference is, what is the difference, that these rights are there before also. Rights precede the states means before also that rights are there. When the states are not formed, before formation of the states, that rights are there, but that rights were enjoyed by only few people. In the modern days, these rights are enjoyed by all the people. This is only the differences between the rights. Now, this rights is a product of history. Whatever the rights which are mainly today we can find, this is a product of history. Most of the rights were mainly developed by the ancient philosopher. So, this is just a product which we got from the history. For example, we have studied about social contract. So, Rousseau have implemented that a social contract should be according to the people and representative. Later, that was implemented in America. Okay, there are various countries, they have implemented democratic form of government as per the social contract. So, similarly, these rights, whatever the rights we are enjoying, these rights were not automatically developed. This was mainly originated during the history. Okay, during the period of history, in the ancient time, we have already these rights. So, that is why we will say that these rights we got a product from the history. So, right is nothing but the product which we got from the history. This is one point. Rights are originated in course. In course of time, these rights were developed. As soon as when the time changes, the rights started developing. One more point is rights were prevalent. Rights were prevalent in the sense rights were exist. Okay, even before origin of states, before when the states were not formed, before the formation of states, okay, or before the formation of some democratic principles, these rights were there. Okay, rights are prevalent before the origin of states, but later it was guaranteed to all the people, guaranteed after the origin of states. So, these rights were there before also, but difference is after when the formation of states took place, these rights were given to all the citizens. This is only the difference. What you have understand from this, rights precede the states means before the formation of states, these rights came already the right was formed. Difference is in the ancient time only few people used to enjoy these rights, okay, not all the people, but after the formation of states now these rights were guaranteed to all the people, in the sense now all the people are enjoying the rights. Whatever the rights which are enjoyed in the ancient time only few people, that rights we have applicable to all the people. So, that is only the differences in ancient time and modern time. So, what happened, as soon as time, according to the period of time, the rights were completely changes. Okay, this is the point. Okay, I will go forward. So, what we have studied in this 2 point. First one, concept of rights. These are very important place for the study of various political science. Okay, the concept of right is very essential features of social life. These are very essential features for the social life, essential condition in social life in the society. Without having any life, the citizens cannot develop them. So, that is why in the society, in the social life, when the citizen wanted to enjoy their rights, it is very important that citizens should get these rights. Whenever the citizens will get the rights, then only in the life they can able to develop, or they can able to lead a better life in society. Rights are nothing but the instrument for social welfare. Rights are nothing but instrument of social welfare, in the sense this is very important to control or to organize. Okay, it is very important to control or to organize or to guide according to the social welfare. Citizens have realized these rights in a polite way and they have utilized, and some rights are inherent rights which are very essential in nature. Even the contractualist also suggested that these essential rights are called as natural rights that should be given to all the citizens, because citizens should be given rights by birth. Okay, every citizens have a right, every citizens can claim the rights by birth. Rights are the essential factors for all the citizens. These rights are overall development for state as well as society, because when you are giving that rights to the citizens, in return the citizens are also discharging their responsibility in a polite way. So, whenever the citizens are discharging the rights that are becoming very useful for the development of state as well as society, this is one point. Meaning, when you are saying that rights are nothing but claims of the people, okay, people can claim that rights are very essential for the development, and these rights can be enforceable by the law. Enforce in the sense, under the compel observation, these rights are applicable throughout the state. Now, features of rights, if you see, the rights are quite vary and rights precede the states. In the last classes we have discussed about these rights. Rights are inherent in nature and rights are universal. In the last class we have discussed rights are inherent in nature, means rights are very essential parts of nature. There are different contractualists like Rousseau, John Locke have explained the theory that rights are very essential nature, and such rights are called natural rights, should be given to all. And rights are universal in the sense, for everybody these rights should be given. Whenever the rights are given to all the citizens, these rights are called universal rights. Rights should be given without having any discrimination. So, whenever if you are giving these rights without having any discrimination to all the people, when the rights are applicable, then that is called as universal rights. Now, we have discussed about meaning also. Now, rights vary. Rights vary means according to the time the rights were completely changes as per the needs of the people. Okay, before and now there are some rights. Before the rights were quite different, now the rights are different. Why it was different? Because before the needs are different, and that is why the rights are different. Now, if you see ancient needs, as per that ancient rights were there. Now, the modern needs are there. So, modern rights were implemented and developed. So, rights are mainly changed according to the terms and conditions. As per the terms and conditions, the rights were quite changes. Rights precede the states means before the formation of the states also rights was there, but difference is during that period only few people are enjoying the rights, but now this everybody are enjoying the rights. Rights is a product of history. Whatever the rights we are enjoying today, this was actually a product of history. Before history also these rights were there, that is why this is a product of history. All these rights we got from our history only. Rights are nothing but hereditary, which is passes from one generation to another generations. Okay, rights are originated in courts, and rights are prevalent before the formation of states. When the states were not formed, when the countries were not formed, before also when the societies were there, during that period of time also there was a rights, but difference is that rights were enjoyed by few section. Now these rights were guaranteed to all the people. How? By making universalization of rights. When now we have made all the rights as universal rights, so everybody are enjoying the rights. This is a difference between the ancient rights as well as the modern rights, in the ancient society as well as the modern society. So, this is a difference, children. Okay. So, we will meet you in the next class, and last topic we will discuss about what are the essential features of rights. Thank you very much everybody.